Both sides out there at odds, so let's get ready to rumble. 7 o'clock kick-off here on Bulls Live. Tracy, Tom watching, wherever you are in the world, let us know. We'll give you some shout-outs, talking all things, discussing all things Bradford Bulls between now and the end of the game. Martin Milburn says, come on, David, Marcus and Mensah. Bradford will have first use of the ball. Referee Butterfield puts whistle to lips. Bradford have let the ball bounce on their own 30 and immediately it's picked up over on that right-hand edge there by McGrath. McGrath will get to his feet. He'll play the ball. And out of dummy half, Bradford are going to surge forward. Second tackle gone. 2 metres shy of the halfway line. Right of centre field. It's going to be Josh Milnes wearing 9 out of dummy half. He's 10 metres inside the City of Hull Academy half. And he's brought down 40 metres out. Centre of the field. Good movement between Shackleton and Bond. Beautiful ball out to Lewis Adams. Lewis Adams to the corner. Lewis Adams, can he reach out and score? Yes, he can. It's a fantastic start for the Bradford Bulls. 35 seconds on the clock. And Lewis Adams has a perler. What a start for the Bradford Bulls.
Just need to tip this forward a little bit.
Bradford Bulls 4. City of Hull Academy 0. Class try, says Nick Lockyer. Claire Downs try. Peter Johnson, I'm in the sun. And Sarah, a lot of love. She says brilliant try. A lot of comments this evening. And Harry Shackleton will attempt the extra 2 points over on the popular stand side here at Odsall. Just a little bit of breath of air blowing from left to right, and he's going to strike it with the left boot. That one will split the H's, and it is the Bradford Bulls 6, the City of Hull Academy 0. Welcome to the under-16s Academy Scholarship, and Bradford 1 defeat all season. That was at Dudley Hill against Warrington. They have gone on an amazing run, and to think that a League One side and mixing it up with the best of the Super League sides is certainly pleasing for not just Mark Dunning and Lee Beattie and John Bastian, but also Bradford Bulls head coach John Keir and co-owners Andrew Chalmers and Graham Lowe. Hull on the restart. Up to the Bradford 20. It's taken by Brodie Bond, and Bond goes from centre of the field over in front of the main stand side. Daniel McGrath wearing 2. Out of dummy half. He's brought down there in a 2-man tackle. Tom Were and Will Wallace for the City of Hull Academy side. And immediately a lot of rhythm, a lot of accuracy from this Bradford Bulls side. A good strike on the diagonal there as it goes from Milnes to Isaac Coleman. Coleman wearing 13 with the black scrum cap, and he's going to be brought down 2 metres shy of the halfway line. Out of dummy half, it's going to go from Milnes to Dickinson. Dickinson on the last tackle. Bradford 40 metres out. Quick play the ball. It's going to go back to Shackleton. Shackleton's going to put a perler up. It's going to catch a little bit of the sun. They've let the ball bounce of the City of Hull Academy, and Jude Ferreira, the full-back for the City of Hull, taking an almighty risk there, allowing it to bounce. The referee, Jamie Butterfield, saying that it didn't touch his hand, it went backwards, and Hull will have their first possession of the game. We've had 4.5 minutes gone here at Odsall Stadium, and there's a nice little break here now by Charlie Kavanagh, and Charlie Kavanagh wrestled and body slammed to the turf, 5 shy of the halfway line there. That was Leighton Haywood for the Bulls, putting the big don't argue in. We saw Amy Hardcastle put a big don't argue in on Charlotte Buffet Sunday gone in the Super League Women's Opener. And Hull, City of Hull Academy, they've exhausted their set of 6. They're up to the halfway line. The kick's going to come straight down the throat there of Jack Smith, and Jack Smith's wrapped up there in a 2-man tackle on his own 30-metre mark. So Keith Johnson enjoying it. So too Peter Johnson. Dave French says Boom! Jeff Hammond's just joining us. Wherever you are in the world, share the stream. Let's see how many viewers we can get watching this evening here at Odsall. But what a start from the Scholarship Bradford Bulls. A try from Lewis Adams after just 35 seconds on the clock. That'll be on the season highlights reel. So, Leighton Haywood takes the Bulls up to the halfway line. Good distribution out of dummy half from Josh Milnes. Josh Milnes to Dickinson. Dickinson's brought down on the last again. Bradford 10 inside the City of Hull half. And it's a bit of a wobbler from Harry Shackleton. The bounce is going to be kind, though, to the fullback Jude Ferreira. And Jude Ferreira is going to be brought down by both Kieran Bringing and Lewis Adams on this popular stand side here. So, 6.5 minutes gone here at Odsall. Bradford looking for almost the perfect season, as we said. Just one defeat all season. Warrington can clinch the title this evening against Wigan. Bradford victory will ensure them a third or second place finish. But City of Hull Academy, they're floating the ball out wide. Good fast hands. And the winger is going to go in at the corner. And that is James Driver. And he will go around and underneath the sticks. And the City of Hull Academy, wow, they've touched down underneath the sticks. It's a perler. What a great advert for the Academy Scholarship this game has been. Bradford Bulls 6, City of Hull Academy 4. And that was number 2, James Driver. Good, quick, fast hands in front of the main stand. Nothing that Daniel McGrath and the Bulls fullback Jack Smith could do. They played the man, and Hull have hit back in emphatic fashion. Steve Booth watching the stream this evening.
Tell them I'm doing it.
So the conversion from in front of the posts is good. And the referee puts whistle to lips. And it is Bradford Bulls 6, the City of Hull Academy 6. And we've had just shy of 10 minutes gone on the clock here at Odsall Stadium on a humid and mild Wednesday evening in the sun here at Odsall. So the restart back underway at Odsall. 2 fantastic tries. Keith Johnson, some pace. That kid, totally agree with you. We've got Gary Lee Raystrick watching, so too Jane Kershaw. And on the restart, Hull have the ball deep inside their own half, and they're looking to get a bit of ascendancy, a little bit of momentum as the man from dummy half, Charlie Kavanagh, will bring the ball towards this popular stand side. But that's good cover defence there from both Shackleton and Bringing in a 2-man tackle. 4th tackle gone for the City of Hull Academy. They front up and go down the middle with Tom Ware. Tom Ware's brought down on the 5th and last tackle, just to the right of centre field. On the halfway line, Sam Bailey puts boot to ball. It's a tester in the sun for Jack Smith, but Jack Smith takes it, and here goes Jack Smith straight down the middle in heavy traffic, and he's going to return the ball. 25 metres there is young Jack Smith. Daniel McGrath out of dummy half, going to carry the Bulls 5 shy of halfway on the 2nd tackle. The Bradford Bull supporters group watching this evening. Come on, you Bulls, as they move the ball once again via Kieran Bringing, and Kieran Bringing's brought down 2 metres inside the Hull half. Once again, good distribution out of dummy half. pass in there from Josh Milnes to Kieran Dickinson, and Dickinson's going to be brought down 40 away from the City of Hull line, centre of the field. Back it's going to go to Shackleton. Shackleton, oh, risky ball there, but Daniel Edwards juggled with it in his right arm, and he's still got it there in his right arm, and he'll play the ball. Last tackle, it's going to go from Milnes to Shackleton. Shackleton going high to the sky. Great takeover on that left-hand side there from the try scorer for the City of Hull Academy, James Driver. And Jane Kershaw says, go on, Jack, much love. Mark Lovering watching. So too Paul Artis. There's a loose ball over on that left-hand side, has gone backwards, says the referee. Jamie Butterfield, and Hull lucky to escape that one. It was close to being picked off and picked up by a Bradford man. City of Hull Academy down this middle channel, 5 inside the Bradford half. And that is the 4th tackle, says referee Butterfield. Kavanagh to McNamara. McNamara's pass has gone forward, and that's the first error from the City of Hull Academy. Ben McNamara coming up with a risky pass, and with 13 minutes gone here at Odsall, it is the Bradford Bulls 6, the City of Hull Academy 6. A try in the 35th second of this game from Lewis Adams. You'll certainly watch that on the replay time and time again, and that was cancelled out 4 minutes later by James Driver. So, the Bradford Bulls back in possession. Coming up to halfway as the pass goes from Milnes to Coleman. Coleman sucks in 2 defenders. Quick play the ball, and it's going to go once again from Milnes to Dickinson, and here goes Kieran Dickinson down the middle channel. Brute force there from Dickinson. It goes from Milnes to Shackleton. Shackleton with a show and go. He's brought down inside the City of Hull Academy 20. Milnes out a dummy half along the line to Edwards. Edwards is going to be brought down 10, make that 8 metres shy of the Hull line on the last tackle. Ball goes back to Shackleton. Crossfield kick for Shackleton, looking for McGrath, but Driver has dived in front, and Driver dived forward and took the ball, and it's going to be the first penalty of the game now, because Bradford have just laid on in the tackle, but great thinking there from Harry Shackleton, looking with a crossfield kick a la Aussie rules for Daniel McGrath to potentially touchdown in the corner, but the chance just going begging. Execution was around about 65%, and nearly another try further adding to the score. But let's give a lot of credit to James Driver out on that left touchline, an almost certain try saver. So from the first penalty of the evening, Hull find themselves with 3 tackles remaining, 5 shy of the halfway line, as it's going to go from Charlie Kavanagh to Hogarth. Hogarth's going to punch a hole down the middle. He's brought down 2 inside the Bradford half as it goes from McNamara to Bailey. Bailey's wrapped up there on tackle number 4. A tackle remaining here for the Bulls to defend as Hull find themselves 35 out as Ben McNamara fronts up, and Ben McNamara's going to be brought down in a 2-man tackle. 25 away from the post. Back in centre field it goes. Sam Bailey looking towards Daniel McGrath over on that right-hand edge. Here goes Daniel McGrath. We know that Daniel McGrath can run, and Daniel McGrath's going to be brought down just in the field of play over on that far stand side as Bradford show a great deal of composure as Milnes to Jaden Wright. 3 tackles gone, they're up to halfway. Couple of metres in from the main stand touchline. Milnes to Bond. Bond to Haywood. 3 City of Hull Academy defenders out of that defensive line. And Bradford with a tackle to spare. They're on the Hull 40. Shackleton's going to kick early. It's going to come down on the Hull 30. And that is a great take once again from the young fullback Jude Ferreira, who's really been impressive after a bit of a shaky start. And the score remains Bradford Bulls 6, City of Hull Academy 6 here at Odsall in the evening sun on Bulls Live, going out on the Bulls Facebook page. Sandra Hannon watching, so too Ben Morehouse. Andy Simpson wants to know the score. It is currently 6 points apiece. Tries from Lewis Adams and James Driver. And here come Hull over on that left-hand edge. The probing, looking to penetrate the balls again. Here's the try scorer, James Driver. And James Driver's going to have a brace. He's gone past Dan McGrath and Jack Smith. And he'll go round and underneath the sticks again. Deja vu. And lightning has struck twice for the City of Hull Academy. That is a second try, and the City of Hull Academy have the lead. They now lead by 10 points to 6, and the kick will come from in front of the sticks. So 10 points to 6 to the City of Hull Academy. This to push him out to 6 points. No mistake, once again, in front. And it is Bradford Bulls. 6, City of Hull Academy, 12. Sam Bailey, 2 from 2 attempts. Driver with a brace. And with 15 minutes gone here at Odsall, Chris Mellett says the lad has got gas. Jane Kershaw, come on you Bulls. Nathan Norfolk watching. So Bulls live here at Odsall. City of Hull Academy over on the far stand side, front of the main stand. As once again, good, quick, fast hands. He's going to see Charlie Kavanagh wrapped up on the halfway line, 10 in from the main stand, and they're going to move the ball lateral back down the central reservation as it goes from Ben McNamara to Tom Were, and Tom Were's going to be brought down 5 inside the Bradford half on the 4th tackle. Hull leading 12 points to 6. McNamara, good quick hands. It's going to go to Tate. Tate's brought down. Tate offloads the ball. It goes to Leon Stewart. Stewart, quick play the ball. It is the last tackle. Back in centre field with Ben McNamara. Ben McNamara's going to put Daniel McGrath under pressure in the zone. It's been knocked backwards. It's still the last tackle. City of Hull doing the Harlem Globetrotter stuff. The referees put whistle to lips, and Jamie Butterfield's going to say that the Hull winger, James Driver, on the main stand side, just had his elbow to hit terra firma, and it will be a play the ball for the Bradford Bulls. So Bradford trailing by 12 points to 6. 18 and a half minutes gone. 12 and a half minutes to go to half-time. It's the under-16 scholarship, so just 30 minutes a half. And as we said, the Bulls have only tasted defeat once in 2018 at this level. Down that right-hand edge with Edwards. Edwards brought down in a three-man tackle. There's gaps over on this main stand side if Shackle can penetrate. Shackleton to Smith. Smith to Bringing. Kieran Bringing's brought down in touches, but he's managed to offload the ball. Miraculous stuff there from Kieran Bringing. Last tackle, says the referee. Bradford 10 metres out over on this main stand side. Shackleton's kick. It's juggled in the in-goal area. It's gone backwards. Can they trap the Hull wing of Driver? They can't. And Driver will drive his way out of the in-goal area and will spare the City of Hull Academy having to concede the repeat set and the goal line dropout. So, Bradford Bulls 6, City of Hull Academy 12. Don't forget tomorrow night at Odsall, the Under-19s Academy in action here. That one a 7 o'clock kickoff. Lee Beattie's side had a great win last week against the league leader St Helens, and that defeat meant Wigan's victory over Warrington will have Wigan come to Odsal and arrive here full of confidence as league leaders. Can the Bulls back up that fantastic 14-10 win against St Helens and do it against Wigan tomorrow evening? Brings back memories of 1996, doesn't it? And the Brian Smith era. Bradford, 20 metres out from the City of Hull line. Exactly 10 minutes to go to half-time. 20 minutes gone. They're trailing by just 6 points. Here goes Shackleton. Shackleton tries to zip through. Can't get past McNamara and Bailey. And it's the last tackle once again for the Bulls. Edwards has ball in hand. Edwards is going to kick it into the in-goal area. And that is going to be diffused, dead in goal. And it will be a 20-metre restart. And here goes the City of Hull Academy right winger Will Adams, and Will Adams goes herring away and he's brought down 10 inside the Bulls half. City of Hull Academy looking for a third try as good quick hands from Bailey to McNamara. McNamara to Stewart. Stewart on this right hand edge, brought down there by bringing an Adams just outside the Bradford 20. Kavanagh along the line to McNamara. McNamara's going to give it to Burrell. Burrell wearing 16, just come on the field. Brought down by Haywood and Coleman in a two-man tackle. The 15 out from the Bradford line, attacking the south bank as he goes on a bit of a mazy run out of dummy half by himself. Does Charlie Kavanagh. Fourth tackle gone. 10 away from the prize, which is the line, as it goes from McNamara to Bailey. Bailey loses his footing, pushed back there, offloads the ball. The tackle wasn't complete, so the pressure will continue here, and they're going to front up with a prop forward, Jamie Hogarth, and Jamie Hogarth's going to be brought down 8 metres out from the Bradford Bulls line. They're going to move it with McNamara. McNamara's brought down on the fifth and last tackle. 5 away from the Bulls line as it's going to be from Kavanagh. Lateral ball. They're looking for space out wide. It's gone backwards. Daniel McGrath. Great tackle. He's going to wrap up Will Adams. Sorry, he's going to wrap up Joshua Gray over on that left-hand edge. And the score will remain the Bradford Bulls 6. City of Hull Academy 12. Jane Kershaw says, fantastic under-19s game last week. I totally agree. And take a bow, young Murphy Smith, just 16 years of age, on debut, he scored the match-winning try in at the corner. So, Bradford trailing by 12 points to 6. A high-octane, high-infusium, high-energy style type again. Don't forget, after the conclusion of the match, there'll be the presentations in the South Bank. But here goes Shackleton. Kieran bringing, juggles it with the right, regathers it with the left, and he's now brought down on the last tackle. 30 away from the City of Hull Academy line. It's going to go out a dummy half, and a penalty to the Bradford Bulls. Penalty count 1 apiece. Jack McCormack watching, Elliot McElroy watching, and Bradford a chance to put a bit of pressure on this City of Hull line as William Clerihew, who's come on the field for Josh Milnes, is going to tap it, and he's brought down just outside the City of Hull 20. Along the line it's going to go Marcus Green. Green's brought down, 15 out, centre of the field. Bradford trailing 12 points to 6 as Clerihugh's going to give it there to Shackleton, and Shackleton to Isaac Coleman, and Isaac Coleman wrestling with 2 City of Hull Academy players will touch down to the right hand side of the upright, and just before half time the Bulls have drawn level potentially. It's Bradford Bulls 10, City of Hull Academy 12. And Daniel Matthews says, superb try. And the kick from Shackleton will be just to the right in front. So Shackleton, a chance. From in front, Bradford Bulls 12, City of Hull Academy 12. Here at Odsall Stadium. And the Bradford Bull supporters group saying live coverage of both games, fantastic concept from the club, and awesome commentary from yourself. Well, we don't have John Bastian here this evening, but he will be joining us tomorrow. Will Big JB, and yeah, we're waiting on the guest summariser for Saturday's Challenge Cup game. We were going to potentially have Jai Hitchcock's with us, but Jai's got to go training with the Castleford Tigers. So potentially it's going to be me and Dane Chisholm. We're going to have a couple of schooners and we're going to pretend we're in 30-degree heat in Mullumbimby Bay. So Bulls Live here at Odsall. Under-16s, Academy Scholarship, Rugby League football, free to view on a Wednesday evening. And the centre there for the Bradford Bulls is going to be brought down just shy of the halfway line. So they're on the 40, the Bulls. Clerihew to the try scorer, Coleman. Coleman striding forward is like a mini Ross Peltier. He's going to go along the line from Clerihew. Clerihew to Bond. Brodie Bond gives it there to Marcus Green. And Marcus Green upended in a two-man tackle. Here goes Bond. Bond with a show and go. He's got the licence to frill, and he's brought down 30 out from the whole line. It's going to go back on the 40 to Shackleton. Bringing's chasing it, but it's taken there from Ethan Wilson, and Ethan Wilson is going to go forward. Here goes Ethan Wilson. Ethan Wilson. He applies the afterburners. Kieran Bringing brings him down. Saving tackle there from Kieran Bringing, but the danger's not over yet. The City of Hull Academy are going to go through with Jude Vieira, and Jude Vieira is going to touch down in at the corner. A valiant effort there from Kieran Bringing, but he'd done all the work in trying to bring down Joshua Gray, and it is an absolute pearler, a ripper of a try at Odsall for the City of Hull Academy. Bradford Bulls 12, the City of Hull Academy 16. What a thrilling advert this is for Scholarship Rugby League on a Wednesday evening, and the kick will come from Sam Bailey over on this main popular stand side, and Kieran Bringing, who chased back there, just in a bit of pain in the corner, a bit of cramp. Bob Mays, and from the Bradford Bulls gunmen group, says, superb try that. Totally agree, Bob, and that's got me purring and energetic and excited. What a try. And a kick from Sam Bailey to potentially give the City of Hull Academy a 6-point lead just before the half-time whistle from the referee. 3 minutes to go to half-time. And Sam Bailey just looking at the ball, looking at the posts. Saw young Bradford Bulls fullback Alex Stevenson convert from this main stand touchline while they were warming up with Lee Beattie prior to the game. Sam Bailey, it's just gone to the right-hand side. It's waved away, and it will be the Bradford Bulls 12, City of Hull Academy 16. And we've got around 3 minutes to go to half-time. So, Shackleton, ball on the tee. Takes aim. Straight in that far stand corner. They've come up with an error of the City of Hull Academy on the restart. Andrew Garland's watching, and Bradford, with around 2 minutes to go to half-time, will have a chance. They'll have head and feet at the scrum, 10 metres out from that City of Hull line. In great field position, it must be said. And if you missed the announcement earlier, John Keir announced his 19-man Bulls squad to face Warrington at Odsall. I'll let you know who's in and who's out after this play as Shackleton goes all alone. He's still going, Shackleton, and Harry Shackleton will touch down to the right-hand side of the uprights, and that was marvellous rugby league football from Harry Shackleton. What a try! We're locked up. It's Bradford 16, City of Hull 16, and Shackleton will have the honours of adding on the extra 2. What a pearler that was! Harry Shackleton from the base of the scrum. Stuart Duffy watching. Stuart Duffy says, that was a great try. So then, the Bradford Bulls squad that was announced by John Keir an hour ago to face the Warrington Wolves. Callum Bustin, Steve Crossley, George Flanagan, Matt Garside, Ashley Gibson, Dalton Grant, Vila Halafihi, Sam Hallis, Liam Johnson, Joe Keys, Liam Kurt, George Milton, Elliot Minchella, Ross Oakes, Ross Peltier, Brandon Pickersgill, Josh Rickett, Ethan Ryan and Mikey Rudd. Shackleton from in front. 2 extra points and the Bulls now lead. 18 points to 16. What a game of rugby league this is turning out to be. The final game of the scholarship season before the young players sit their GCSEs, and they're serving up a treat for the viewers on Bulls Live and also those in the main stand catching the evening rays. In fact, I can see a supporter on the far stand side. He looks to have a 99 in his hand and he's making me incredibly envious and jealous at the same time. So, back underway here. They've come up with an error on the restart. It is the free play. Hull have the ball. They're looking to go back in front. A minute remaining here at Odsall. They're on the 0 tackle. They're 5 metres out from that Bradford line. A bit of lapsing concentration there from Mark Dunn inside. It's going to go from Bailey. Bailey is going to give it there to Burrell, and Burrell's going to be brought down and he's going to be pushed back. Great tackle there. The danger not over. Bailey to McNamara. McNamara along the line, and the fullback's going to chime in. He's over the Bradford line, but the referee say he's held up. Lewis Adams and Kieran bringing there in a try, saving tackle, and they'll go back to the 10. Will the City of Hull Academy? 2 tackles remaining. 30 seconds at the end of a gripping first half. McNamara has found Burrell. Burrell keeps on to the ball as he tries to punch one past Green and Ripley. Quick play the ball though. They're going over on that left-hand edge. And once again, Daniel McGrath is wrestling there with Will Tate. And he's going to bring Will Tate down on tackle number 4. 1 tackle remaining here for the City of Hull Academy as it goes from Bailey. Bailey to Hogarth. Hogarth fronts up. And this will be the 5th and last tackle. 5 metres to the left-hand side of the uprights. It's going to go towards Bailey. Bailey, crossfield kick. Daniel McGrath's knocked the ball on. Hull keep it alive. The referee puts whistle to lips. He's going to say repeat set. Scrum head and feed to the City of Hull Academy. And the referee now into added on time at the end of this first half here. Bradford Bulls 18, City of Hull Academy 16, and a scrum to the City of Hull side 10 metres out, 20 metres in from the main stand side here. And Bradford, they've got to do some more defending. Here goes Ben McNamara, the good McNamara, along the line, a chance in at the corner. City of Hull, they've got a 4th try. The referee points the finger, and just before half time, it is the Bradford Bulls 18, the City of Hull Academy 20, and Sam Bailey will have a pressure kick to come from the touchline, and this will probably be the final act of a gripping first half. Keith Johnson says his watch may have stopped. Well, we can only go on the stopwatch.
On the under 16s or under 15s, it's 35 minutes.
So the kick to come from Bailey on this main stand side. Referee just looking at his watch. So although we can't stream the game on Saturday afternoon, there'll be full match audio commentary on Bulls Live and Proper Sport with a couple of special guests. So if you can't make it to Warrington, fear not, we've got you covered. And then on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock, after the Women's Super League game between Bradford and St Helens. You can watch it on delay replay. Sam Bailey wide from this main stand touchline, and the score remains the Bradford Bulls 18, City of Hull Academy 20 at half-time. And the referee just having another look at his watch, so says we've still got time to go. Chris Smith says strong squad for Saturday. Shackleton goes long and deep. It's out on the full. Penalty to the City of Hull Academy side. And that is only the third penalty we've seen in this first half. And they potentially now will hunt some more points in the closing embers of this half. It's going to be tapped there by McNamara. McNamara to Smith. Matt Smith gets to his feet, plays the ball. Kavanagh in at dummy half. Looking for a runner. Misses out Smith. Finds McNamara. McNamara's going to kick. Looking for Jude Ferreira. Jude Ferreira takes it. Brought down by Shackleton. 10 out from the Bradford line. More pressure here for the Bulls to defend. But Shackleton's stolen the ball. Here goes Harry Shackleton. What a talent Harry Shackleton's going to be. Remember the name. Referee puts whistle to lips. Brings a halt to proceedings. It is half-time here at Odsall. And Chris Miller says hi. David Cross is watching. As always, let us know wherever you are in the world. Let us know where you're watching this evening's game. And we couldn't be any closer at half-time. Bradford Bulls 18, City of Hull Academy 20. And immediately on the restart, there's an early error from the City of Hull Academy. A foot has been placed in touch, and it will be a scrum. Head and feet to the Bradford Bulls. If you're enjoying the feed, please can you share it? Share it in all the Bradford Bulls forums, Facebook groups. Let's see how many viewers we can get, showing a great round of appreciation for the future stars, the future Bradford Bulls players. And a chance now for the Bradford Bulls to potentially get back in this game. They only trail by 2 points. And we had 1,500 people watching in the first half. Such is the power of the Bulls live stream. That was the total number of views, so great to see so many people watching live rugby league here at Odsall. And Mark Dunning is just going to bring an interchange on, and we're going to see David Kamano come on the field wearing 18, and we're good to go. And the ball goes straight over towards David Cano, and he's only just come on the field, and wearing 18, he's wrapped up 10 shy of the City of Hull Academy line. 10 in from the popular stand side. Will Clerihew out of dummy half. Going to go down the middle with Dan Edwards. Edwards is wrapped up. 3 men in the tackle. Nearly loses his shirt there, does Edwards. Quick play the ball. Clerihew to Shackleton. Shackleton down that middle channel to Reese Ripley. And Reese Ripley is going to be brought down a metre or so in front of the posts. What's Clerihew going to do at dummy half? He's going to show and go. And Will Clerihew has a 4th try of the evening for the Bradford Bulls. And just like they did in the first half, they've started with a lot of enthusiasm and endeavour. It is Bradford Bulls 22, City of Hull Academy 20. Yeah, but 1,500 people did watch the first half total views. Shackleton from in front of the sticks, 10 metres out, 22 points to 20. A chance to turn 22 into 24. Lloyd Spencer watching. I've known Lloyd Spencer a number of years. Caroline Hewson, Carl Kenyon, come on you Bulls. Shackleton adds the extra 2, 24 points to 20. Brill try, well done lads, says J. Glenn Folds. Nigel Forthrop is watching, he's in the house tonight. Bulls live at Odsall Stadium. in the final game of the Academy Scholarship season. And the Bulls lead by 4 points. 24 points to 20. The restart is going to be taken on the Bradford 20. At dummy half from Kamano. And David Kamano going to make 10 metres there. And he's brought down 20 shy of halfway as the sun sets behind our commentary position. Here goes Isaac Coleman, a first half try scorer for the Bulls, and he's brought down 10 shy of halfway. A loud, shrill, held free from the referee, Jamie Butterfield. Big, heavy collision in centre field there. Leighton Haywood turned on his side, gets to his feet. Will Clerihue. Inside pass from Edwards. Knocked on is the call from referee Butterfield. So just a fourth error from the Bradford Bulls this evening, and that will put themselves under a little bit of pressure because it'll be a scrum to the City of Hull Academy, 5 metres inside the Bradford Bulls half. Ken Jones is watching. Good evening, Ken, as we said. Bradford Bulls at the forefront of live technology, live streaming, and here we are on a Wednesday evening in the Scholarship Academy, final game of the season, and the Bulls leading 24-20. So quick play the ball there. They're going to move the ball down that right-hand edge. 15 away from the Bradford line. As Matt Smith's going to find Jamie Hogarth, and Hogarth's going to be brought down by both Green and Ripley. 2 in the tackle for Mark Dunn inside. The 10 away, the City of Hull, as it goes from Morgan Cutsforth to Burrell, and Burrell's going to be brought down on tackle number 4. Isaac Coleman with that black scrum cap charging out of that defensive line, but they've left themselves open, and it's going to be locked up at 24 points apiece. The City of Hull Academy strike back here at Odsall. And wow, what a game we've got on our hands once again. Ebbing and throwing, the pendulum swinging to the red, amber and black, to the red and black of the City and Hull. And Sam Bailey has an opportunity to potentially add on the extra 2 and give the City of Hull Academy the extra 2 points and the lead. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, tickets still available for Saturday's trip to Warrington Wolves in the 5th round of the Ladbrokes Challenge Cup. If you buy from the Bradford Bulls, you can save yourself £5. The prices go up £5 on the day. And Andrew Chalmers and Graham Lowe subsidising the coach travel, just £10 from Odsall to the Halliwell Jones and back again. And over 2,000 Bull supporters will be there. So Sam Bailey from a cute angle, and that acute angle has seen an extra 2 points, and the City of Hull Academy, says Kane Ellis, they are back in front, and it is the Bradford Bulls 24, the City of Hull Academy 26.
Ken Ellis says, come on, you lunch.
So a chance for the Bulls on the restart. Shackleton teeing up the ball. As we've said, the Bulls just 1 defeat all season against Warrington in a tough encounter at Dudley Hill, Parry Lane, a couple of weeks back. Last week's game against Wakefield at Bellevue, postponed due to the heavy rain, protecting the Bellevue playing surface for Wakefield. And it certainly helped Michael Carter and Chris Chester's side, because they defeated St Helens on Sunday gone, inflicting a second defeat of the season on Justin Holbrook's side. And let's not forget that James Bentley, the Championship Young Player of the Year last year, he's been named this afternoon in Justin Holbrook's 19-man squad for the St Helens v Huddersfield game on Friday. So potentially young James Bentley could be making his Super League debut on Friday evening. That certainly gets the butterflies flying around in the stomach. So Hull awarded their second penalty of the evening, and they're over on the main stand side with Will Tate. Will Tate is going to be brought down just inside the Bradford 20. They're going to come back down the middle with Harry Trolson, and Trolson is brought down in a two-man tackle, once again led there by Isaac Coleman. It's going to go along the line from Will Wallace to Sam Bailey. Bailey, like a front row forward, is brought down on the last tackle. 2 metres out from the Bradford line. The pass, looping cut-out pass towards Joshua Gray, and Joshua Gray is manhandled like damaged goods by David Camano there in the corner, and the danger averted. The score remains Bradford Bulls 24, the City of Hull Academy 26. 6 minutes gone at the start of this second half. 29 minutes remain as Bradford move the ball deep inside their own 20, looking for options as Clerihew gives it to Jaden Wright. Wright's wrapped up and brought down just outside his own 20. Quick play the ball, Clerihew to Coleman. Coleman, as we said, very tenacious, very forward, very direct. Takes the ball, 15 shy of halfway. Here come the Bulls. Clerihew, he's had that ball reefed out by a Hull hand. 2 in the tackle. Penalty count now. Bradford 3, City of Hull Academy 2. And this one's awarded 5 shy of the halfway line. And Harry Shackleton, boot to ball. And he's going to take the Bulls 20 metres inside the City of Hull half. It's going to be tapped there by Will Clerihew. Clerihew to Haywood. Haywood brought down just outside the 20. Right of centre field. It's going to go from Clerihew there. Good quick hands to Marcus Green. Green wrapped up. Turned over in a 3-man tackle. So 3 defenders out of that defensive line. If the Bulls can move the ball out wide. Clerihew misses out Coleman. As a flat-looking ball finds Wright, and Wright penetrates the 10, and he's 9 shy of that line. The Bulls trailing by just 2 points as Isaac Coleman tries to go for glory, and he's brought down a metre shy of the line on the 4th tackle. Are the Bulls about to retake the lead? Shackleton, good quick hands, and they're in to the left-hand side of the uprights. The Bulls are back. It is 28 points to 26 at Odsell. Wow, what a game. Rugby league, the greatest sport. And Kieran Bringing, he scored a couple of tries in the opening couple of games. I think that's try number 9 for the season. And for any Bradford supporters watching on Bulls Live, players like Jack Smith, Daniel McGrath, Will Adams, Kieran Bringing, Lewis Adams, Harry Shackleton, Kieran Dickinson, Josh Milnes, Leighton Haywood, Jaden Wright, Isaac Coleman, Nehemiah Mensah. You know, these are the lifeline. These are the life and blood of the Bulls. And that kick there from Shackleton will see the Bradford Bulls lead by 30 points to 26. Chris Smith says that was a good try. Janet Allinson, well done, another lovely try. Andy Simpson says get in, and Angela Smith says go on boys, well played so far. Bradford Bulls 30, City of Hull Academy 26 on Bulls Live with myself, Mick Gledhill, here at Odsell. And Bradford, as we said, wrestling with the lead. And they're going to concede a goal line drop out there. A bit of miscommunication. There was a lazy foot there from David Camano, and he'll certainly learn from that. Adam Griffiths watching. So too Luke Helvidge. And Jane Kershaw says, keep it going, boys. Peter Johnson says, this is good. I'm not sure if he's talking about the stream, the quality, the commentary, or the performance, but it is Wednesday night rugby league football. And on the restart, the City of Hull Academy have the ball with Matt Smith, and he will look to regenerate the City of Hull scoreline from just 26 points to potentially 30, 32. So 25 out from the Bradford line. Bailey's bullet pass into the bread and basket of Gray. And Gray's going to be brought down 8 shy of the Bradford line. And there's been a bit of a head collision in backfield. So the referee, Jamie Butterfield from Warrington, will put whistle to lips. And the Hull physio just coming on the field, making sure that the young Hull standoff. Sam Bailey, happy to continue. And the referee will say time back on. Quick play the ball. It's going to go from Cox to Trulson. Out wide. And the pressure there from Lewis Adams and Will Adams pulling the centre. Will Tate under a lot of pressure, and Will Tate come up with an error. That one's gone ricocheted into touch, and it remains Bradford Bulls 30, City of Hull Academy 26. They've gone pound for pound, toe-to-toe this evening at Odsall, and it's still rather mild and humid. Certainly ice cream river if there was an ice cream van around. And as we said, we're building up to a fantastic week here at Odsall. We've got the under-16 scholarship this evening, the under-19s Academy Championship game, the old enemy, the old four, the Cherry and Whites, Wigan Warriors in Bradford Town tomorrow evening. That a 7 o'clock kick-off at Odsall. We've then got the Challenge Cup, the 5th round tie between Warrington and Bradford on Saturday. Full match commentary on Bulls Live from 2 p.m. There'll be myself, John Keys, and a very special guest joining us. And then on Sunday, the concluding part of what has been a fantastic week of rugby league when the Bradford Bulls women's side entertain St Helens here at Odsall, a 3 o'clock kick-off. So Bradford, mistake-free footy, they're up to halfway. Shackleton butts boot to ball, goes straight down the throat there of the fullback, and the whole fullback there, Jude Ferreira, has come up with another error, and Bradford have the repeat set. Now can they capitalise? Mark Dunning's getting a little bit excited and animated on the touchline. The 20 out from the line, and they're going to front it up with Dan Edwards. Edwards is brought down, 12 out from the City of Hull Academy line. Bradford potentially hunting a 6th try of the evening here as Isaac Coleman sucks in 2 defenders under the stakes, under that red, amber and black dot. Will Clerihew along the line to Shackleton. Shackleton with good hands. Shackleton to Brodie Bond, and Bond's brought down just to the left of centre field. They're going to come back down the middle channel here with Leighton Haywood, and Haywood's wrapped up on the 5th and last tackle. It's the power play for the Bulls. It's going to go to Shackleton. Grubber kick crew from Shackleton. Harry Shackleton regathers, and he's got a 6th try for the Bradford Bulls, his 2nd of the evening, and it is Bradford Bulls 34, City of Hull Academy 26. What a game of rugby league football this young star is having. Remember the name, Harry Shackleton. Chris Mellor, great stuff, boys. Paul Duran, clever stuff. It's great and it's clever. It's intuitive. That was great play there. And as we said already, when Harry Shackleton in the close season spent time with Danny Maguire, you can see that training rubbing off. Shackleton to the left-hand side of the uprights. 36 points to 26. The Bulls have a 10-point lead, a double lead over the City of Hull Academy. And Janet Allinson says, great try. It's good to see the young players doing great things in 2018. Anne Seaton said, it is brilliant to watch. Thank you very much, Bulls. As we said, Bradford Bulls 36, the City of Hull Academy 26. 6 tries to 5. 11 tries in total. And as you can tell, I'm getting a little bit animated and a little bit excited. And who wouldn't be? Scholarship rugby league football is great. We're seeing future stars of the British game here before our very eyes here at Odsall. So, on the restart, David Camano charging forward like the express train, and he's brought down 8 shy of the halfway line. And Bradford, they're looking to get a bit of a stranglehold on this game. They've got a little bit of ascendancy here as Dan Edwards up and over halfway plays the ball. And it's another penalty to the Bulls. City of Hull Academy inside the 10. So the penalty count, 4 penalties to the Bulls, 2 to the City of Hull Academy. Dale Morehouse looks a good crowd. Come on you Bulls, says the Bulls supporters group. And Harry Shackleton has found touch, 15 out from the City of Hull line. It's going to be tapped by Clerihew. Clerihew down the middle with Haywood. Here goes Leighton Haywood. The wrecking ball, the bulldozer. The dump truck is brought down, 5 out in front of the post. Bradford hunting a 7th try. Clerihew to Marcus Green, and Green wrestled back exactly in centre field. There's options to the left, to the right. Clerihew comes towards his main stand side, lays it off to Edwards. Yeah. Edwards with a neat, crisp pass there, and he's going to be held up over the line. The touch judge has stood the ground. The Bulls are going to go back to the 10, and it remains Bradford Bulls 36, City of Hull Academy 26. 15 and a half minutes remaining here at Odsall. Shackleton is on for the hat-trick. He's on for the match ball, and he's brought down 10 out in front of the sticks, just ever so slightly to the left of centre field. They're going to come back down the middle with Edwards. Edwards brought down, hits the Betfred post protector, and he's brought down on the last tackle. Clerihew, Shackleton gives the ball some zip. The Bulls are going in at the corner, and it's a second of the evening for Lewis Adams. Shackleton bringing Adams 40 points to 26. What a great performance this is turning out to be for the Bradford Bulls.
They had another 6 tackles there as well, which have touched it.
Janet Allinson, wow. Bob Mayers, lovely. Not enough superlatives in the dictionary to christen that score. Nesta Fleury, the Bulls on fire. Jamie Bateman, great try. Shelley Paulson, come on Hull. Glenn Calvert, job done. Well, there's still 15 minutes to go, Glenn, and it's 40 points to 26. Chris Miller, a really class try from the young Bulls. Harry Shackleton over on that eastern touchline. Is this one going between the posts? It's waved away in front. That's his first miss of the evening, and it remains Bradford Bulls 40, City of Hull 26, but the Bulls, the 14 points in front now, and the City of Hull have got to score 3 tries. Sam Grundy says, great try, well worked. John Walker, Bulls on fire, Bulls on fire. Adam Whittaker, I look forward to seeing Shackleton in Super League in a few years' time. I'll hold you to that, Adam Whittaker. On the restart, the Bulls have let the ball bounce, but they've come up with a ball, and it is going to be David Camano, and David Camano's going to be brought down just outside his own 20. We've got I think it's great that this stream's going out on a Wednesday night, and Alex Stevenson watching, Elliot Cullen. These are some of the players that are going to be playing against Wigan Warriors tomorrow evening. So it gives you that real family club, real family vibes as Bradford. Their point scoring potentially not done just yet, as the floodlights have just come on. So, as we said, the final 10 minutes or so, they'll be played under the lights. Bradford on the halfway line. Referee says 5th and last tackle. It's the Bradford Bulls 40, City of Hull Academy 26. It's going to go back to Shackleton. Shackleton will send one downtown. This time it's taken cleanly by Will Tate, and Will Tate will be wrapped up just outside his own 20, and it's a 3rd penalty of the evening to the City of Hull Academy for a flop. And I think we mentioned at the start of the game, although Bradford are perceived to still be a big club outside of Super League, we are in effect in League One, and we are playing Super League sides, and to go through this under-16 scholarship season with just one defeat against the Warrington Wolves, which really was a 50-50 sort of game, I think is a magnificent achievement, and the great work and testament of what Lee Beattie, Mark Dunning and John Bastian are certainly instilling here at Odsal is really giving John Keir a lot of promise for the years ahead. As we said, Andrew Chalmers and Graham Lowe, very patient. They know that the road back to Super League is not just going to happen overnight. Little steps, one at a time. And as we said, the green grassroots of recovery at Odsal firmly there for all to see. City of Hull Academy, they haven't given up the ghost yet. Forward pass though, says the referee. Chance gone begging. 8 minutes to go. Scrum head and feet to the Bulls. And it is the Bradford Bulls 40, the City of Hull Academy 26 on Bulls Live. A Facebook Wednesday treat for the loyal supporters of both Bradford and the City of Hull Academy, which of course encompasses both Hull Kingston Rovers and Hull FC. Well, John Bastian will be joining us tomorrow evening. He's just sat down there enjoying the closing minutes of this game, and be interested to get John Bastian's thoughts on this performance, because I know the under-16 scholarship very close to his heart. Here's Nehemiah Mensah. Nehemiah Mensah wearing 19, just come on with a black scrum cap there. Again, a lot of these players just turning 15, 16, and a neat little offload there in the tackle is going to see Kean Cox brought down. 10 inside the City of Hull half. Will Clerihew to Shackleton. Shackleton tries to show and go, pirouette his way past the City of Hull defence, and he's going to be brought down 35 away from that Hull try line. Centre of the field, a bit of a pedestrian play of the ball. Here goes Edwards. Edwards through the hole to Horner. Adam Horner striding forward. Here goes Adam Horner. Adam Horner towards the Hull line. Brought down. It's took 5 players to bring him down. Last tackle. They race back in their defensive line. Horner plays the ball. The kick's going to come in looking towards Dave Camano. It just missed Dave Camano. Brodie Bond drilled it into touch, drilled it into the hard surface. As we said, the sun's been shining down on Odsal all afternoon. It's looking fantastic. A little bit dusty in places. As we said, after the women's game on Sunday, it was a little bit waterlogged as the heavens opened, but we've always known Odsal to have its own microclimate. So Bulls live, and Bulls leading by 40 points to 26. Penalty count is even up at 4 penalties apiece. A Bradford player has taken a Hull man off the ball with a shoulder, a late hit, and it's a penalty to Hull. 25 shy of halfway, and they're going to find touch on their own 40. So Bradford will defend on the halfway line. It's going to be quickly tapped there by Sam Bailey. Sam Bailey to Tom Ware. Ware's wrapped up on tackle number 1. Ware gets to his feet. In at dummy half now is going to be Morgan Cutsforth, and Cutsforth is going to give it to Alex Dickens. Alex Dickens is brought down 40 away from the Bradford line, as it's going to go to Leon Stewart now on that right-hand edge. Leon Stewart brought down by Nehemiah Mensah, the 15-year-old. And the 15-year-olds put a bit of a push in back play, and that is a great tackle over on that left-hand edge. And it was Lewis Adams, 2 tries, just pushing the winger Ethan Wilson, wearing 5, into touch. The 2 5s colliding there, and the Bulls come up on top. Bradford Bulls 40. City of Hull Academy 26. If anyone wants to know what I'm doing at the conclusion of this game, I'm going to write the match report, and we're going to get it up on the website. The highlights will be on Bulls TV tomorrow. But thank you for joining us. And don't forget, once the game's finished, it'll be posted on the Bulls Facebook page, and you can watch it back as many times as you want. Bradford, 6 minutes remaining of the final scholarship game of the season. I beg your pardon. Luke Nutley says that was a top drive. Strong run, Chris Smith. Back out for the final 6.5 minutes, Josh Milnes. As Will Clerihew takes a well-earned breather on the sideline. Bradford, 30 out from the City of Hull line to Shackleton. Shackleton pops one up, and it's a great defensive read there by Will Tate. And Will Tate has been caught high by Lewis Adams over in front of the main stand. So the penalty count now favours the City of Hull Academy by 5-4. So just 9 penalties. A good clean game. And Hull will find touch. 15 shy of halfway. So for any latecomers just joining us, I'll quickly read out the Bradford Bull side once again. Jack Smith at fullback. With three-quarter line was Daniel McGrath, Will Adams, Kieran Bringing and Lewis Adams. The halfbacks were Harry Shackleton and Brodie Bond. He's got the licence to frill. It was Kieran Dickinson, Josh Milnes and Leighton Haywood, the front row forwards. The back rowers were Daniel Edwards, Jaden Wright and Isaac Coleman. And on the interchange bench for Mark Dunn inside this evening, Will Clerihew, Reece Ripley, Marcus Green, Adam Horner, David Camano, Nehemiah Mensah and Cian Cox. And Bradford lead by 40 points to 26 in the closing embers of this game. Luke Nutley says, does that mean we'll have no spelling mistakes if you're writing it? Well, I won't profess to be the world's best speller, but everything I do in life is done in an attempt to be error-free. So, Hull, they have the ball from the scrum. Here goes Ben McNamara. And Ben McNamara's going to be wrapped up 10 metres inside the Bradford half. Out of dummy half from Morgan Cutsforth. Cutsforth brought down the 28 away. 3 tackles remaining. James Fieldhouse has just started to watch. He's Mr. Classic, James. You might want to watch it on delay replay. The 15 out from the line, and that is Nehemiah Mensah, who's put a big don't argue in, and Hull have coughed the ball up, and Nehemiah Mensah has it on the 0 tackle. So Bradford back in possession. And they're over on the left-hand edge. 15 metres or so in from the main stand side as bit of one-man rugby, a lot of tired legs out there, as we said. They went really pound for pound in that first half. City of Hull Academy actually led by 20 points to 18. And as we said, 4 tries to 1 in the second half as the Bulls have got a bit of a stranglehold on this game. Here goes Leighton Haywood. Haywood up and over halfway. Haywood going towards the Hull 40. And he's brought down 5 inside the City of Hull half. Bond to Coleman. Coleman looks for support, wrapped up, wriggling like a worm in the earth and the soil. He's enjoying that one. Last tackle, Bond puts one behind the line. James Diver is going to be under pressure there, and he's going to be pained. And he's going back towards his own goal line, and that is a great kick there from Brodie Bond, putting the City of Hull Academy behind in a lot of pressure. And immediately the Bulls' defensive line, the literally herring out of that defensive line, suffocating Hull's momentum. And big hit there on Matt Smith. Not only has Matt Smith got Kieran Dickinson to contend with, but Leighton Haywood comes in for good measure. In the final few minutes of this game now, as an error there from the Hull fullback has seen Hull come up with their 7th error of the evening, and that was a big hit. Scrum head and feet to the Bulls, 10 metres out. And as we said, just to quickly go through what's happening this week at Odsall, the Bradford Bulls Under-19s Academy in action here at Odsall against the Wigan Warriors tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And then the big one, the game everyone's talking about, Warrington Wolves against the Bradford Bulls. Bradford hunting a 7th try here. They've already got 40 points. They want 44. And they're going to play the ball 2 metres out from the line. And an almighty gap has opened up there. And it's going to be Josh Milnes. And Milnes has given it to Kieran Dickinson. Dickinson's brought down on top of the line. Can he get the ball down? Referee says held up. The Bulls will go back to the 10. Dickinson there. He was wrestling. He was rolling. He was tossing. He was turning. He couldn't get the ball down. They'll go back to the 10. Quick play the ball. It's going to go out to Milnes. Milnes to Shackleton. Shackleton out to Bringing. Bringing out to Lewis Adams. Lewis Adams steps in and he's brought down over on that main stand side. 5 away from the Hull line. Bradford 40. City of Hull Academy 26 as Nehemiah Mensah goes on a little bit of a raid all by himself and is brought down 2 metres shy. Milnes to Shackleton. Shackleton along the line. It's opened up. Cox has the ball. Kieran Cox is going to be brought down, and Cox going to play the ball on the last tackle. Milnes, Shackleton. Pepper's won along the line. It's been knocked on by the City of Hull Academy. And the fullback there, Jude Ferrara, has just thrown the ball forward in disgust. And it will be more pressure for the Bradford Bulls to soak up there. Can I just say, as a parent from Hull Academy who couldn't get there tonight, thank you for streaming this. Shelley Paulson, it has been a pleasure. And I'm not sure which your son is, Shelley, but if it's James Driver, he had a fantastic first half. 2 tries, 2 eye-catching tries. Bradford hunting a 7th try. It's almost like delaying the inevitable, but this whole defence is medicine stuff. Here goes Dickinson, and Kieran Dickinson, brute force, underneath the sticks, and it will be the Bradford Bulls 44, City of Hull Academy 26. A 7th try from Mark Dunning's Bradford Bulls. This has been a vintage performance, and what a performance to end the season. 2 minutes remain here at Odsall, and the Bulls potentially could lead by 20 on the boot of Shackleton. Well, not only was that the icing on the cake, it was the icing on the cake, the glitter, the candles. Someone passed me the matches. Stuart Duffy, great performance. Janet Allinson, brilliant again. Sam Grundy has actually said icing on the cake. Shackleton from in front. Bradford lead by 20. Bradford Bulls 46. City of Hull Academy 26. And I think we might be making rugby league history with the first ever live streamed scholarship game on Facebook. So we'll certainly check that one out. But what a great season for Mark Dunning's under-16s Bradford side. There's life in this Hull side yet. Sam Bailey follows up the restart. The danger not over yet. Hull, they're going to go in at the corner, rather. It's the fullback, Jude Ferrari, offloads the ball in the tackle. The remainder shy of the line. It's 46-26. And they're wanting a try to finish off their season. Bailey gives the ball there to Were, and Tom Were's brought down in a 3-man tackle. The Bulls have to scramble back and defend. There's a minute remaining on the clock here. Here goes Bailey. Bailey out the back door is going to find Will Tate. Will Tate's lost the ball. It's gone into touch. And the referee will say full time here at Odsall. Bulls Live, Bulls TV. It has finished. Bradford Bulls 46, City of Hull Academy 26. The curtain comes down on a fantastic scholarship season for the Bradford Bulls and Mark Dunning. What a performance, what a game. And as we said, Hull have played their part this evening. Bob Myers, he's fully enjoyed the game. Well done to all concerned. James McCulloch, keep your heads up, lads. Michael Crawshaw, well done, Bulls. Fab game. Billy Morris, brilliant game. Great.